Devin is up next in Santa Rosa, California. Devin, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. How's it going?
Devin, I'm living the dream. What's going on with you?
I'm living the dream as well.
Good.
So I had a question for you. Me and my wife are out here in Santa Rosa, and we both have good jobs that we enjoy, but we eventually want to move to Idaho. We do have a baby on the way, so we're not looking to move in the short term. We kind of have a while before we are going to be ready to move. But my main question is, she's a teacher, so she won't have trouble finding where she wants to be, and she's from that area. But I don't know how I would reach out or kind of get my name out there to set myself up for a good career or a job that I want to be in from a few states away. So
Okay.
I'm wondering if there's something I can do to get my name out there.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the timeline? Ballpark.
I say the soonest would be a year, but I mean, we always say like at the latest, 3 to 4 years.
All right, so let's just say 3 years, okay? Let's operate on that time.
Okay.
All right?
That's fine.
Because everything I'm going to tell you would work in 1 year, but I want you to realize how much time you actually have. You're so far ahead of the game just by making this phone call today, okay? All right? So,
Thanks.
first we got to determine what it is you want to do. Well, what is it that you want to do? What kind of work do you want to do? What do you feel like this is my role? I want to fulfill this role, and these are the places in the marketplace that I'm interested in doing that. What is the answer to that?
Well, so I've always been drawn to management and to being to leadership.
Great. So leader is the role. You were put on this earth to lead. That's your role. So here's the good news about being a leader. That's not industry specific. It can be,
right,
but it doesn't have to be. So now let's dream a little bit. So you want to fill the role of leader. All right. Where in the marketplace would you love to lead?
I've been in sales for years, so I think I would enjoy
great leading sales.
In a sales environment.
All right. Is there an industry or a product or a service that really intrigues you? You go, boy, if I'm leading a sales team to sell this service or this product, boy, I'm telling you, I feel like I'm stealing.
I'm not sure. I mean,
doesn't matter then.
I've been a big sports guy my whole life, so it'd be really cool to do something in that environment. But I've just noticed in my career, it's never really been a high priority for me to be in the sports field.
Okay.
Just as long as I'm doing something, leading people, and good at it, I've enjoyed it.
Okay, great. So this is wonderful, folks. I'm so glad you called, Devin, because some people get locked up on the specifics and they don't step back. And if you walk through the methodology, folks, of what I teach, which is look at what Devin does best, hard skills, soft skills, the work that he loves to do, and the results that matter deeply to him. And he's come up with, I just want to lead. I want to lead. I want to lead a sales team specifically. And that's exciting to Devin. So now, Devin, here's what this boils down to. It's kind of wide open. Because if you had said to me, Ken, I want to sell technology services, great. So I would say, all right, so where in Idaho are we looking at going? Is it 1 city, 2 cities, 3 cities? Let's make a list of the cities we're open to going to. If you already know the city, then we've locked it down to 1 city. We go, all right, who's selling technology services in that city? That's where I would have taken you. In this situation where you're wide open, you're looking for sales management, sales leadership positions in the area that you want to go to. If it's 1 city, great. If it's 4 cities, great. And you're looking for good companies that obviously will have opportunities at some point between now and 3 years from now to hire leadership positions in sales. And you're starting to go, okay, what are these companies selling? Who stands out to me as it relates to the product or the service? Like, oh, I could get really excited about that, more excited about this than this one over here. And this is just good old-fashioned research. And the good news is your wife's got a base there on some level. Are you looking to move back to the city that she's actually from?
No, she's from Twin Falls. We're looking to move to the Boise area.
All right. Does she have, or her family or her friends from Idaho, she's got to have some connection to some people in Boise, correct?
Yeah, I do too, because that's where we met. I lived there for a year.
Oh, okay. Well, so bro, you're good. Good grief. You got a minimum 1 year runway, maximum 3 to 4 years. Start talking to everybody in Idaho if you haven't already. My guess is you already have. You've already told them, hey, somewhere between 1 and 4 years, we're coming back, right?
Yeah.
Start telling everybody and say, look, I love leading sales teams.
Yeah.
You know any good companies that'd be really good targets? Great culture, great product, great financial situation. They're healthy companies. How hard is it for you to figure this out, Devin? It's not hard at all, right?
Right.
Okay, bro.
Yeah.
So then vacations. Get to Idaho. Make connections while you're there. You follow me? I know I'm not done teaching yet. I know you're dying to say something, but I just want to make sure you understand this is just get after it, bro. Start identifying companies and identifying a connection to somebody in those companies and try to meet those folks, whether it's a Zoom call, phone call. Next time you're in Idaho, go in a day early and have coffee. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. I guess the other thing is that I don't have any experience. Well, I have a sliver of experience in management because the last company that I worked for, they moved me into an interim district manager role with a verbal promise of moving me into a full-time district manager. And then when COVID happened, they pulled back on that, which understandable. And then I ended up getting laid off.
Doesn't matter.
Got hired by a new company, and now I'm kind of starting from ground zero again.
Doesn't matter. You have some, and stop calling it a sliver, because on your resume, you're going to show where you've had some management experience. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, here's the deal. I didn't say that you had to necessarily try to get into a sales management position because you might just need to go get in sales for a really good company and crush it. And all the while you're crushing it, you're telling them, eventually I want to move into a leadership position. Here's what I'm doing. I'm reading these books. I listen to these podcasts. I've taken this webinar. I've gone to this conference. What else do you think I need to do that would prove to you that I've got the leadership potential? And so everything I said is still the same. It's just I didn't realize until you told me that you didn't have a bunch of leadership experience, but it doesn't matter. Do you know what it takes to be a good leader?
Yeah.
I can tell you 2 things. Number 1, you got to be a good follower. And then number 2, you got to learn how to serve.
Servant leadership.
There it is. Serve people. Help people win. That's the key to leadership. If you're leading a sales team, your whole goal is, how do I help the women and men on my team that are selling meet their goals and beat their goals and help them move up? That's servant leadership. Not as difficult as it sounds. It's really simple, actually. So you got this, Devin. I really appreciate the call.